You see the Mbappe loyalty bonus about to land.
Yeah.
Bruv,
loyalty. I like
that guy's about as loyal as Max Branning, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't believe, bro.
Max
I can't
Branning.
believe. How can
Are you dropping EastEnders references into
bro?
your
Listen,
show?
man. Listen, EastEnders is timeless television. Like, it's one of them things where I'll be real, like no footballer should ever get a loyalty bonus because they're getting paid to be there. Like, it's not loyalty. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not loyalty at all. I'm not loyal to any job. As soon as you stop playing me, I'm gone. You know, like that. Like, there's no loyalty, bruv. Like, there's certain men that have been at their job for 40 years. It's not because they're loyal. It's because the job's meeting their requirements.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. As soon if you stop paying me, I'm not turning up. I don't give a fuck. You know, like that. So it's not loyalty, bro. You know what I mean? Loyalty is when no one's paying you money and you're there because you want to be there because you feel like you have a moral obligation to be there, bro. Do you know what I mean? You're not doing me a favor.
Can I tell you something that might be a little bit controversial, but a little bit of me inside laughs at this situation that he finds himself in right now? Because I think I said this to you last week. I was so disappointed that he could have gone last year on a free to Madrid. For me, that was the mistake. You had the chance to join Real Madrid. You should have gone. Now they're talking about, like, even Sky Sports were joking and said that they feel sorry for the reserve defenses in the French league this season. Do you know what I mean? Imagine you're in the B team. You're in the B team of Montpellier or something, and all of a sudden you got
to play Mbappe. Yes, long.
You're a 17-year-old left back, and Mbappe's running at your way.
Yeah, you're getting blessed by Mbappe. It's long. I can't even lie. No, you don't want that.
But they said, like today, they said that Madrid are open to listening to offers. But like realistically, like they're saying they're happy for him to go on loan. But realistically, where does he go on loan? Like,
but if they're happy for him to go on loan, they might as well keep him in the reserves, blood, because it's like if he goes on loan, they're still gonna have to pay the wages anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Like I can't see where he'd go on loan. Unless they came to a deal with like Real Madrid that, you know what I mean? Listen, you can have him for a year on loan before he joins you for free, but you have to take 100%, 80%, whatever of his wages. But I can't see where else he goes. I mean, Chelsea aren't good enough to get Mbappe right now, are they? They're normally
but like, what's the point in loaning him out? Because it's like, if you know he's going to go there for free, you might as well just keep him at the club and get something out of him because you're going to lose him anyway. Yeah.
Here's a question. Has he done anything wrong?
I think what he done wrong in the first place was extending the contract.
I agree, but has he, like, technicalities, Rants?
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't. He signed a 2-year contract extension, right? And he's halfway through it. I don't know if somebody knows more about this than me, but I'm looking at it and going, he's being painted out to be a villain, but what did he...
Yeah, but what he done is he probably gave them the impression that he was committed to the project, and he wasn't. You know, like that.
Right, yeah.
This is what it is, because the one thing I say about them guys, them Qatari guys, they're very principled guys, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So legally, he hasn't done anything wrong, but he probably sat down when he signed that new contract, smiling, saying, like, they probably said, listen, Mbappe, you're going to be the face of the project. You're going to be the face of the rebuild. We're going to give you extra say, who comes in, who goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he said that he wanted certain players gone. He wanted certain managers to come in and do all these other things. And they've involved him in that. And then he just turned around and said, actually, I want to go now. Do you know what I'm saying? And they thought, hold on, like, we've put all of this in place for you, and we were building this around you, and you fucked us. That's what it looks like. It looks like he shafted them, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Because
but here's a loyalty bonus.
Yeah, but there you go. Like, if Mbappe didn't shaft them, what he should have done is said, you know what, I'm gonna waive the loyalty bonus. Let me go now.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, today, am I right in seeing that PSG are signing Ousmane Dembele from Barca? Yeah. But am I right in seeing this afternoon that they've also made contact about Muani? Sky Sports said that they've made contact with Muani. So I'll be interested to see how that plays out. I mean, imagine Mbappe just in exile for a year.
That's crazy, you know. Colomwani would be a good signing for them, you know.
He could go traveling, Rants. Like, you know, he could go and do like Thailand and Australia, and he could just go traveling around the world. Brilliant. Good on him. It's mental.
This is mad, you know. But nah, I reckon Mbappe's fleeced them 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're doing, because you know what, PSG are doing a good job right now with how they're structuring the team. However, they should have done this at the beginning. Like,
yeah,
why did it
they
take
went
them
for
so
superstars?
long? Yeah, they tried to go straight into the Galactico thing.
Yeah. I think, listen, and the problem was, I remember saying a couple of years back when they had people like, oh my God, look at this 11. And you had Ramos and you had Messi and, you know, Verratti and Mbappe and Neymar. And I remember saying to someone, I think that's great on paper. That's great on paper. But when you look at world-class teams, they're made up, you know, they've got those unglamorous players in there as well. You look at Liverpool's team that's done really, really well. There's you know, let's be fair. Fabinho is not a glamorous player. Henderson is not a glamorous footballer. Andy Robertson, a really good left back, but he's not glamorous. Do you know what I mean? You need components that make it work. And PSG just got it badly wrong year in, year out. But I think they'll be better this year. I do. I think when I look at some of the sensible
they're going to be much
better
this year. Much better this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to be much better. Listen, I don't think they're going to win the Champions League or anything like that, but I think that they're going to be more of a unit.
Yes.
And I mean, Neymar's still there, right? In all of this, I don't know who plays for who anymore.
Neymar is still there, yeah.
Neymar's still there. Okay. Be interesting to see what happens. Be really interesting to see.
Still there for now. There's no way he can really go. You know what I mean? There's no way he can really go. I don't see anyone putting a lot of money in for Neymar with his age and his injury record. It would only be a loan thing, and I don't know where he could go on loan. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I think this is the problem now. Some of the fees that are going to be asked for people like Neymar and people like Mbappe are just so ridiculous that you've got Saudi Arabia, and then the drop from them to the next bidder is going to be like 150 million difference. So what do you do? You know, I don't know. I still feel like Chelsea have got a big signing in them. I don't know. I feel like one of the Premier League clubs has got a Neymar in them. I don't know, not necessarily Neymar, but somebody of that ilk as a bit of a Galactico.
I think they do. I think they do, bro. Don't be surprised with Man City, because Man City are just creeping right now. Do you know what I mean? Not really doing nothing. Yeah. And you see them fuckers come out of nowhere, bro. Like, listen, I can see it, man.
Those stalker settings where they're just sort of sitting and watching everybody. Listen, they'll be really calm about this. They didn't need to do a lot, but I saw today they were after, obviously Elise was one they're looking at, but also who's the guy Villa were after? Jeremy Doku.
Yeah, Doku's been linked to them as well, and they're also saying got Vardio as well. They're saying Vardio's finally going to get done now as well. Like, I think Man City are just waiting in. You know what I mean? They're just crouching in the high grass and they're just going to pounce and do some madness. That's what I think they're going to do. Like, they're saying Chelsea are trying to get Mbappe. I don't see that ever happening, to be honest. They did the João Felix thing last season. It didn't bang.
Yeah, I think for me, Man City are the perfect team to strike late in the window. I think some clubs, you need to get it in. You need to get the players settled and give them time. I think the way Pep goes, he tends to stick with his players he knows and then gently introduce the new players. So I think that'd be a wonderful move for someone like Elise. I really do. I think Pep would take him on to new levels. I think if people gave him the time, I think it would be like when Grealish went there. You know, let him have that first year to work out that he's not the maverick that he is at Palace. And hone his skills. So I think they'll get him. And but what's going on with? Sorry to change the direction of the conversation, but what's going on with Vardio? Like,
oh no, you know, I think they jumped the gun in it. They jumped the gun in the sense that Romano was telling everyone the deal was done. Clearly wasn't done. Do you know what I mean? And he got a lot of flack for that. However, he's definitely coming. I think that Leipzig are waiting to sign his replacement before they let him go.
Yeah.
And that's the right way to do things, because then you get absolutely fleeced if people know you've got the money. That's what's happening with West Ham and Declan Rice.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It was just strange because, like you said, Romano gave the here we go. And then it was like, oh, Man City have signed Vardy. Oh, no, they haven't. It's just all a bit.
This is what I mean. So if you're doing high profile business, sign the replacement first. West Ham now, everyone they want costs 50 million now. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone knows you got 105 for Declan Rice. This is exactly
you want Scott McTominay? 50 million.
Mil. That's what I mean. Scott wasn't 50 before, but he is now. Because you need someone. And this is what
West
it is.
Ham tax. Declan Rice tax.
That's exactly what it is.
And did you see what happened today with them? They were meant to be getting that Man City forward, weren't they? Have you seen it? Is it Borges?
And then what's happened?
Ajax have got him instead. And the headline is Ajax hijack deal, and he's on his way to have a medical now. Apparently,
shit. And they let Scamacca go, didn't they?
Not yet. They rejected 20 million apparently for Scamacca, and Inter are going to come back in with 25 or whatever. But
fuck, he'll do well at Inter as well to replace Lukaku.